Hello, children. This is Poonam Chaudhary, and I'm here once again to give you a summary of Act 1, Scene 1 from Merchant of Venice. As it is in your virtual classes, you are following the detailed explanation. This is to sum up the entire scene, to let you know what exactly is happening in the scene. So I begin with the summary of the scene. The scene takes place in a street of Venice. Antonio, the wealthy merchant of Venice, is in conversation with two of his friends, Salerno and Selenio. Antonio reveals to his friends that he suffers from a strange sorrow. He is unable to understand how and why this melancholy entered his life. His friends suggest that he may be anxious because of the safety of his ships at sea, or he may have fallen in love. Antonio denies both causes, confirming that he is fortunate and confident of his business ventures, as his business is not dependent on a single ship or on the business transaction of a single place or year. Antonio denies being in love, calling the very idea nonsensical and ridiculous. Bassanio and Lorenzo, other friends of Antonio, arrive to meet him, and Salerno and Selenio decide to depart then. Lorenzo suggests that they all meet at dinner, as Bassanio, being the closest to Antonio, would like to stay on, but Graciano, being outspoken and talkative, says that Antonio pays too much attention to worldly affairs. He advises Antonio not to acquire the reputation of being wise by wearing the disguise of sadness or seriousness. Antonio rejects Graciano's advice, saying that the world is a stage where every human plays a role and his is a sad one. Graciano and Lorenzo leave. Further, Bassanio had promised to tell Antonio about the lady he was going to meet. Antonio reminds him to give information about her. Antonio uses this opportunity to reveal to Antonio his financial difficulties, which is the result of his own extravagant lifestyle. He appeals to Antonio to help him by giving him another loan. If Bassanio succeeds in marrying the lady Portia, he would be in a position to pay back his debts. Antonio mentions that he does not have the ready cash required by Bassanio at present, as all his ships are at sea. However, he suggests that Bassanio could borrow money using Antonio's name and credit. Now, children, this is the sum up of the scene. Now we go to the main events of the scene. They are as follows. The main events of the scene. Introduction of important characters. Antonio, he is considered to be a rich, wealthy merchant of Venice, having many shipping ventures. He is confident about his fortunes and success, has a melancholy disposition without any specific reason, has many friends but deeply attached to Bassanio, and he is helpful and generous. As far as Bassanio is concerned, he is a spendthrift who lives an extravagant life and wishes to marry Portia. He is loyal to Antonio and is indebted to him, and he frequently borrows money from Antonio. We come to Graciano. Graciano, a good friend of Antonio and Bassanio. He is exceedingly talkative, but a jovial man who tries to cheer everyone around him. Then we come to Salerno and Selenio. Both are loyal and concerned friends of Antonio. They are talkative too, but are helpful. Now the main events after the characterizations, I come to the main event. The second important thing that we have to know here is that this scene lays the foundation of two major stories, the bond story and the casket story that is going to follow. The first part highlights the melancholic state of Antonio and gives us an idea of Venetian trade. The second part, that is Graciano's light-hearted behavior, is contrasted with Antonio's melancholy. Then we have the last part of the scene, which hints at the need for raising money, which leads to the bond, and Portia is indirectly introduced. Now children, here I have given you an extract and have a solved extract where you would learn how to answer questions. So the extract is as follows. Read the extract below and answer the questions. Celerino, good morrow, my good lords. Bassanio, good signors both. When shall we laugh? Say when. You grow exceedingly strange. Must it be so? Celerino, we'll make our leisures to attend on yours. This is your extract. The first question is, where are all of them in this scene? Who arrives with Bassanio? Remember children, this is of 3 marks, so you should have 3 points. Answer, all of them are on a street in Venice. Gratiano and Lorenzo arrive with Bassanio. So you have 3 points there. Next question, what does Antonio's sadness make him into? Who is Antonio speaking to before the arrival of Bassanio and others? Again 3 marks, 3 points should be there. The answer is as follows. It makes him into a want-wit or an absent-minded fellow. You can write either of them. He is speaking to Celerino and Selenio. So 3 points there. What would happen when Celerino would cool his broth with his breath? This is the first part of the question. What is referred as the holy edifice? Now answer for this is, it would blow him into an ague. You understand what an ague is? A shivering fit. When he would think what harm a wind too great at sea might do. The next part of the question, what is referred to as the holy edifice? That is a church. Fourth question, what does Celerino compare Antonio's argosies to? What are petty traffickers? Again 3 points should be there for 3 marks. So the first part is, what does Celerino compare Antonio's argosies to? Signors, 1 point, and rich burghers. What are the petty traffickers? They are small commercial boats. Now we come to the fifth question, which has 4 marks. What reason does Antonio give for not being sad due to his business ventures? Firstly, he thanks his fortune for his business ventures. Then, next point, his ventures are not in one bottom trusted, nor to one place, third point, nor is his whole estate upon the fortune of this present year. This is the way you will answer, children. 3 points for 3 marks, 4 points for 4 marks. I hope the video is helpful and all the best. Keep studying, keep safe, be healthy. Thank you, children.